everyone, and welcome to Cafecito with Claudia and Anna with GTS Credit. I'm Claudia Cordova.
And I'm Anna Robles. So Claudia, how about if we tell our audience why you started in credit restoration back in 2005?
Wow, well, let me see. It's been quite a bit, but one of the things of why I got started was because I was with a company and they were doing credit restoration. And yes, it was working. I was referring a lot of clients to them. But after 6-7 months, the same clients started coming back to me saying, you know, I paid so much money and everything's back on my credit again. Well, these were clients that had been with me for 14-15 years prior to this. So I couldn't allow my reputation to be damaged, I guess, if we could use that word, based on something that we had, you know, referred to a different company. So I started doing my research on why they did pay, why it got fixed in such a short period of time, and then it went back to being the same way, if not worse.
Oh, wow.
So at that time, I thought, well, this is not fair. So how do we make this a little different? How do we make it to where people are really going to pay for a service and stay with clean credit? So within that process, I looked into saying, well, if I'm going to be doing all the work and I'm going to be doing all the research, how do I start my own business? How do I start my own company? And this was back in the day when the market was starting already to shift, and it allowed me to look at a different avenue to continue earning income. And I became very passionate about, because also prior to this, being in the finance world, I didn't know anything about credit. We think we know about credit, but once you really get involved, you realize that there's so many things involved when it comes to credit that I didn't know anything. And here I'm, as a professional, thinking I'm guiding people, I'm telling them what to do. So I became very passionate about it, and by doing my research, I went many years to trainings. I'm also an expert within the courts.
And you've been certified, right?
I'm certified. I'm certified as what's considered to be a credit specialist when it comes to the court system. So that certificate allows me that if there's ever a case where credit needs to be analyzed based on how the people were damaged, I could go in there and type up and write up reports and be an expert for those customers. So that's an extra step of certification, of really understanding credit and how it affects people, how it works. So with that, you know, it really takes us as professionals to learn our field, and I love doing what we do. And that's the only reason we've been in business for so long and solid, because we are about, you know, 95 to 98% referral base. We do very little marketing. We do very little promoting, because we have people sending people our way, and that's great, because in business, you know, the hardest thing is let people know what you do and how you do it. And we've been blessed in a sense of hard work also that goes behind it, and education, to where people say, hey, I have the results, I need you to talk to so-and-so, my family member, my co-worker, and, you know, our referrals call us, and we've been in business doing it that way. But you know, the beauty of it is that we focus a lot on education, educating the consumer, and really learning the 3 different aspects of a credit field. Because it's not just, well, I want better points. But when people think credit restoration, they're thinking, I'm going to pay you, you're going to do the work, and I'm going to go from 500 to 700, and that's what I need. What they don't understand is that it breaks down into 3 different sections. And if you don't work those 3 sections correctly, yeah, you're going to have a Band-Aid covering the little wound that says bad credit. But you're not going to have financial, good, solid credit.
Exactly.
And we're about that.
It's all about educating. And one of the things that really struck me with getting to know you, and I've known you for many years, and
like 5.
Yeah, like 5 years, when we were 5 years old.
Yes.
But it's your integrity, and that was on the line. That was on the line when you were at the other company.
Yes.
It was all about your, you know, and to be able to step away from something that was secure and having an income and doing the right thing, that's just powerful. And that's what made me come back and be your associate.
Thank you. You know, we really, not we really work hard, because it's not working hard at it. To the company and just to myself personally, values are very important, because just how I hold strong values within my own life, I bring them to the business, I bring them to the company, and all of our team members, are pretty much aligned with those values. And when you're not aligned with being valued based, it reflects on your clients, it reflects on the results, it reflects on the integrity that you're gonna have with people. And if there's one thing that I pride myself with the company, and I love our company, I love our teams, our team members, and just our work environment, is that we're very aligned with our values, how we're going to run things, how we're going to do things. And and a lot of the times that also takes the courage to look at a file and say, we are not the company for you. And really closing it out and not accepting it, because if it's not aligned, it doesn't even matter what you're going to try to do, the client is just not ready for it. And that's okay. Because we don't want a business that runs based on just saying, give me your money, and that's the only thing that's important. Because at the end of the day, we're getting compensated for what they want to accomplish. Whether it's the house, the car, the business, I just want to have a better life. That's really what people pay for.
Exactly.
And, the credit is just the foundation that's going to help them get there. But if you don't have integrity, if you don't have values, if you're not aligned, if your team is not aligned, then it's really hard to have something.
It's very difficult.
So,
and one of the things I like about us here is the integrity, the values, the transparency, the communication that we have with one another.
Yes. So, yeah. So 13 years and going.
Unshakable, they